Alright, just in case you weren't in class today, I went ahead and put together a quick little video explaining the warm-up activity we did today in class. So this is just 4 quick questions. I'll run through them real quick for you so that you're good to go for the review packet for tonight. And that, again, if we take a look at our calendar, just to remind you, that's getting you ready for your quiz on Monday or Tuesday, depending on whether you're an A day or a B day. Alright, so the whole point of today's review and this little warm-up is just to get you ready for that test. So taking a look here, if I jump back to that problem set, first thing we're going to do is the first one says Kenny is searching for 4-leaf clovers in a field. He finds 2 4-leaf clovers in the first 12 minutes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to say 2 clovers, I'll just call it a C, in the first 12 minutes. Alright, if Kenny spends a total of 3 hours searching. Now, I got to be really careful about my units here because there are minutes before and hours now. So 3 hours is 180 minutes. Alright, because it's 60 minutes per hour. And he wants to know how many he'd find during that time. So we'll put the X right there. Alright, so at this point, we're going to cross multiply. We've got 12x equals 2 times 180. We'll divide both sides by 12. Alright, and again, I'm working without a calculator, so I'm going to do the 2 into the 12 is 6. 6 goes into 18 3 times, so we're looking at 30 into 180. Alright, so x equals 30. So 30 4-leaf clovers in 180 minutes. Alright, would be the expected outcome based on what we saw. Now, in example 2 is a proportion for us to solve, so we're going to start by cross multiplying. We have x plus 6 times x plus 1 equals 2 times negative 2. That's an x squared plus 7x when we FOIL and combine middle terms, plus 6 equals negative 4. It is a quadratic, so we're going to get everything to one side, so we'll add 4 over. X squared plus 7x plus 10 equals 0. Alright, now I've got a quadratic to solve, so I'm going to choose to solve this one by factoring. Alright, and it's an x plus 2 and an x plus 5. So x plus 2 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0, x equals negative 2, x equals negative 5. Alright, so those are my 2 solutions for that particular proportion. Alright, when I go to the number 3, we've got ABC is parallel to DEC. Alright, and we want to set this up. So usually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll actually draw the 2 triangles separated out. And I'm going to do A, B, C. And then the other triangle, D, E, C. So I'm going in the same order so that corresponding spots are really easy to see. All right, AB is 3x minus 2. AC is 25. And then on the other one, DE is 2x and DC is 20. All right, at this point I've got things lined up, so I'm just going to set up my proportions very quickly. 3x minus 2 compared to 2x has to equal 25 compared to 20. All right, so I'll simplify that fraction first. So I've got 3x minus 2 over 2x equals 5 over 4. Then we'll cross multiply, distribute as you go. So 12x minus 8 equals 10x. We're going to subtract the 10x off each side, so that's a 2x, and we're going to add the 8 over, so equals 8, and x equals 4. All right, so when we do this, the x value is 4, but it also asks me for the scale factor. All right, so the scale factor, I'm going to go to the side we knew, which was right here. The 25 over 20, that is our scale factor, so we'll reduce it. Scale factor is 5/4, and that's small to large. All right, so when I look at that, the scale factor, I'd multiply the small triangle by 5/4, and that would give me the large triangle. All right, and then the last 2 here, in 4, I've got 2 triangles that are kind of tangled together. So I'm going to draw those out as separate triangles. So I've got A, B, and D. And then the other triangle, we've got, let's see, the D was the right angle, And then I'm going to look at markings. So when I look at markings, let's see, I've got a C and an E. So I'm going to put a C here and an E here. So A was one marking. C is also one marking, which is why I chose to put it at the top. All right, D is the right angle, B is the right angle. So I'm similar. All right, AB is X. BD is 8 and the 4, so that's 12. CD is 4, and DE is 6. So now I'm just going to set up my proportion. I've got X over 4 equals 12 over 6. All right, so X over 4 equals 2 over 1. Cross multiply, I get X equals 8. All right, and that is my X value. Now I go to the last one, and they tell me that these two are parallel. At that point, I know that these are similar triangles. I also know I have a property that says I can compare these two and these two. All right, so 9 over 11 equals 2 over 3. All right, that has to be true for these to be parallel. All right, so when I check that, I get 27 equals 22, which is clearly not true. All right, so these are not parallel. All right, the other option we can do is we can look at big triangle to small triangle. So if I don't like that method, I can look at this full side as an 11. This full side is a 14. So I have 9 over 11 would need to equal 11 over 14, which is also not true. All right, so when I look at this, there's really two routes to go through, but either way, we're getting to the result not parallel. All right, so that was the quick little warm-up that we had today. I hope that helps. That should set you up for the review assignment. Thanks.